today's Hands-On Gardening. I'm joined by Steve Hunzinger from the UW Extension Office. And Steve, fall is a good time to fertilize trees, but unlike lawns where you just slap the fertilizer on, there are a few things to keep in mind when it comes to dealing with trees.
That's right, and it is a great time during our fall to get out if it's needed. And some of our research is showing on especially mature trees that we may not have to be out there fertilizing at all. Much of the growth that can be put on if we're over-fertilizing mature trees can be soft growth, which grows too fast for the tree itself, leading it to, susceptible to disease, insects, and other possible problems with that tree.
Okay, and another important thing to remember is get a soil test so that you know exactly what you're dealing with.
That's right. The kind of fertilizer that we want to put on is going to be dependent upon that soil sample that we're going to take. Low nitrogen is usually good in the fall because we want it to be a slow-releasing fertilizer that's going to put some energy there, not only in the fall but also in the spring when it's going to be putting out buds.
And where would you actually apply the fertilizer? There's some steps to it.
That's a good point. Depending on the diameter or size of the tree around, we're going to want to make sure that we get away from the base of that tree. For example, if we have about a 6-inch diameter tree, we want to move at least a foot to maybe 2 feet from the center of that tree. As they get larger, we want to move farther away. 2 feet increments from there on out once we establish that first baseline, out to the drip line, and then at least 6 to 8 feet beyond that drip line, we want to have our holes and put a slow-release fertilizer probably right into the ground. That's where our nutrients are going to be absorbed by the tree.
And that's where flag and markers come in and a measuring tape to make sure that you get it measured out right.
All of those things can come in very handy.
All righty, Steve. Some good advice there. Thank you very much. That is today's Hands-On Gardening.
And we have some great days left to get out there and take care of some of those things, too.
About 2 or 3, and then it's going to...
So it's kind of now or never.
So now or never, absolutely.
All right. Hey, stay with us. Back in just a moment.